Hey guys, it's Zoe and today I'm doing another video on my beginner makeup series, and this is on Bronzer 101, or all about bronzers. I will link all my previous ones down below. My last one I did before this was obviously on blush, and I've been going in order since face, so eye makeup will be coming soon. After highlighters, that's the next one. So I did one on moisturizers and primers, foundations, BB creams, all that, concealers and powders and blushes. So now I'm doing one on bronzers for those of you who don't know what bronzers do, or you're getting into makeup and you want to know how they work, what's the point of them, how to apply them, and some recommendations if you don't know what to buy, some really good drugstore options. So let's get started. So basically, bronzer is kind of what it's called, to bronze up your face. Different bronzers do different things, so I want to explain that. Okay, so this right here is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer palette, and it's in blush slash bronzed. That's the kind I got. So right there's a blush, which I will link my blush video down below. Here is the bronzer. It's obviously brown, and this actually does have a little bit of shimmer in it. It's way darker than my skin tone, and this is a kind of muddier bronzer, but it's not like so brown where it looks dirty on your face, but it is more dark. Now, bronzers like these are better to contour with because they are not so orangey and they have a deeper color, and I will be doing a video on how I contour and highlight and apply blush soon, but there's a ton of tutorials on YouTube. Some of them are really intense and some are really natural. So contouring is kind of what a lot of people use bronzer for. Contouring and bronzing are two different things, but people use bronzer to contour. No, that was all confusing. So contouring is basically re-sculpting, reshaping, and I guess making your face look better in a way. It's the opposite of highlighting, which will be the next video. You can make your face basically look skinnier. You can give yourself a nose job with bronzer. You can make your cheekbones stand out more and sculpt your face, make your forehead appear smaller. There's so much you can do with bronzer because basically it's darker than your skin tone on purpose. It's caught casting a shadow basically, so it's hiding or reciting, I think that's the word, those areas. So anything you don't want to stand out, you're causing a shadow. So it's the opposite of highlighting. It's where the sun wouldn't naturally hit you, and so you're basically sculpting in your face and concealing or covering those areas. Bronzer is kind of hard for beginners because it's just it kind of is an extra step, and it's you have to learn how to apply it and stuff, but it really is fun, especially for pictures and special occasions. So places you can contour. My contour looks really strong on camera. Holy cow. Okay, it doesn't look like that, but basically if you make a fishy face, and that indent, that little shadow part where you suck in, it kind of starts from your ear right under where you would apply blush, right under your cheekbone, but you don't want to go too low because then you're going to look dirty and drag the color down, and it's going to do the opposite effect. You want it like right there, and then you'll start from your ear. That's where you want the most color, and then you're going to kind of angle it towards the corner of your mouth, but you don't want to go that far in. You kind of want to stop there, and that is going to make your cheekbones, like it's going to suck in this part, and then it's going to make your cheekbones look like bigger, and then you're obviously going to blend, and you don't want to blend it down because you're going to be dragging the color. You always want to blend up and back, and be careful with it. So that's obviously hardcore contouring, and then you can do that on your forehead, basically bring it up to your temples. And if you have a big forehead, if you have a small forehead, you might not want to do that because then you're going to make your forehead look even smaller. But people with larger foreheads like me, you can kind of apply it on the outer part of your forehead up here and then blend it obviously, and then it's obviously going to make you look more tan. Or if you think your forehead's out, you can apply it more to the middle, and that will obviously blend it all and obviously make your forehead look smaller. You can also do the same thing to your jawline if you have like a double chin, or if you just want to look more structured and more shaped on your jaw. You can apply it right under your jaw, and really sculpt that area out. But you want to make sure you don't want to look like you have a foundation line, so blend it down your neck and blend it all, or it's just going to be a mess. Basically contouring for the bronzer part and like darker shades like that. I would not use this color all over my face because I am on the fair side. If you do have a darker skin tone, then obviously that would look better on you to bronze with. Shimmery bronzers, like sparkly ones, you do not want to contour with because you're going to be doing the opposite. You're attracting attention there in the light from the glitter. Shimmery bronzers are really cool in the summer just to add like a glow to your face, but to contour with you want something matte with no shimmer, no shine, you know, something like that. So now we're going to go on to just bronzing the face and just adding a glow. So another thing that bronzer does besides contouring your face is making you look more tan and faking a tan, giving you more color to your face, more warmth, kind of what blush does, but it's more of a tan than like pink and, you know, color. But the same thing, when you add your foundation, your face kind of looks dull and flat and there's no dimension or shape to your face. So you're basically going to add that back in with blush and bronzer. So I will talk about two of my favorite ones. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the color Sunny. Everyone talks about this. It's completely matte, but it is more on the orangey side. It's not too orangey, but it's not like brown at all. And it's really, really natural and light for fair skin tones. Obviously, if you're more tan, this won't really show up on you, but I like that. And then another one that's really similar to that is this Rimmel Natural Bronzer Waterproof Bronzing Powder in the color 021 Sunlight. They have, I think, 4 shades of these, but this is like I guess the lightest or second to lightest. It also has a sun in it. It looks like it would have shimmer, but it doesn't. It's completely matte, just like this one. These two are basically like almost the same shade, and I really like these because they're great drugstore bronzers, and it's really hard to find a drugstore bronzer that's good. And what I like to do with these is bronze up my face. So, you know, if I used this darker one to contour, for the rest of my face, I'm going to take one of these with a brush and then do the forehead thing, and then I do it on the tip of my nose. Just to, you can also contour your nose, like make your nose look skinnier, flatter. There's so much you can do. I don't really do any of that. I just kind of put out the tip of my nose to make it look shorter and just to blend it all together so my nose has some color too. And then I do take it down my jawline and down my neck and chest area if I'm wearing like an open shirt, and then I blend it all out. And that's just going to make you look more tan. Where you want to apply bronzer is the outer parts of your face. The inner part you want to keep bright and fresh, and that's the next video on highlighter. But the outer part is kind of like a heart. Think of your face like a heart. You don't want to fill in the heart area. You want to do it on the outer edges of your face. And I know you probably heard people talk about the 3E motion, or the backwards 3. What you do with bronzer is you go like this, you start here, and then you go right here, and then you go right here, and then it's backwards on the other side, and it's the 3E motion. So you're going to put your bronzer here, and that's just to bronze up your face. You don't really contour, but I like to do that just to blend it all together and make it look more natural, because if you only contour or only put bronzer in one spot, it doesn't really blend together or look natural. So if you're going to contour, you want to apply bronzer, you know, in the areas that you're supposed to, so it looks more natural, gives you a glow, and you will look so much more tan. But you just have to be careful, have a light hand. You can always build it up, and, you know, watch some tutorials and, you know, make sure it looks okay. That's basically what bronzers does. There's also cream bronzers, like you can use a darker concealer or cream, and those, you know, watch videos on those, because those are, you know, not as, oh, I guess they could be more natural. Also, if you can't find a bronzer, or some of them are too orange for you or too muddy, all you have to do is go find a powder from the drugstore and buy it 2 or 3 shades darker than your skin tone, and then you have a matte bronzer, and you could use it for contouring and bronzing if it's a good shade. You could do something like that. I personally don't like shimmery bronzers because I do have oily skin, but if you don't and you just want to go for a glow, you can do the 3E motion with a shimmery bronzer, and it'll look really, really pretty. So that's basically it for everything with bronzer. I know it's kind of complicated, but it's bronzer. You give yourself more tan, you can give yourself a facelift. I mean, you can do a lot with it, and it's really fun, and, you know, makes pale people look tan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All my other ones will be linked down below, and stay tuned for the highlighting one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.